All right, week 9, game 8 for the Bengals. They look for their first 5-game winning streak in 23 years. Now, back when I was a kid, hasn't happened in a while. They take on a Tennessee Titans team who's 4-3. When I think of the Tennessee Titans, before anything else, speaking of when I was a kid, 23 years ago, I think of the Houston Oilers. Do you guys, nothing on the Houston Oilers? Nothing? Back in the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s, Bengals Oilers was it. I mean, you could talk about Battle of Ohio. We get worked up about the Steelers now. Bengals Oilers, AFC Central, those games were great. And it was great because of the rivalry. You had two coaches, Jerry Glanville dressed in black, leaving tickets for Elvis, Sam Weish, kind of kooky himself. It was awesome. And you would go to the Astrodome, which was the House of Pain, and the Oilers wore these baby blue uniforms. And normally they would just kick the crap out of the Bengals there. The Oilers would come to Cincinnati, the Bengals would kick the crap out of them here. It seemed like wherever the game was, the home team won. And if in a year the game here was close, the game at the Dome would be close. And if the game at the Dome was a blowout, the game here would be a blowout. Nothing was better. 2 games stand out. 1989, the week before Christmas, we beat them 61-7. Now, I can say we because I was 12, right? And then in 1990, we beat them twice here, once in the playoffs by 27 points. It was awesome. It was awesome. Anyway, so I think of the Houston Oilers. They are now the Tennessee Titans. Since moving to Tennessee, they've played 15 times. It's been one-sided. Titans winning 11 times, the Bengals 4 times. I think they've got a good chance on Sunday. Now, part of me thinks the law of averages is going to catch up. They've won 4 straight games. They've been close. You got to think at some point, their luck's going to run out. This has been a lucky team over the first 6-7 weeks of the season, including these last 4 games. It seems like if the ball can bounce their way, it does. It seems like if it can go right, it does. At some point, that's going to run out. Maybe it happens on Sunday in what I think is going to be a close game. Tennessee's had a hard time doing a couple of things this year. One, running the football, second to last in the league. Chris Johnson has flat out forgotten. You know who Chris Johnson is? No? Chris Johnson has flat out forgotten how to run the football. I think the Bengals are going to do a good enough job keeping him and the Tennessee running game bottled up. The other thing that Tennessee doesn't do all that well, they're 27th in the league defensively in sacking the quarterback. They also don't do a great job of stopping the run themselves. I think this is a game where Cedric Benson can have some success, where Bernard Scott can have some success. And I think it's a game, you keep Andy Dalton upright. You guys have seen it, right? Know who Andy Dalton is? Mm-hmm. You keep him upright, he's going to make plays, he gets rid of the football quickly. I think they go to Tennessee. I don't feel great about it. I feel a little bit better than I did about the game in Seattle, but I like what this team is doing. I say they come home. They're going to be 6-2 when we're talking about that game against the Steelers. Show them the score, ladies. Bengals win it 27-17. We'll talk about it on Monday on ESPN 1530.